everything you need to know about the new Lethal Company update, version 47, the Challenge Moons patch. So Zeekers has just updated Lethal Company with version 47. The main addition to the game is the Challenge Moons. These are weekly moons that use the same random seed for everyone, based off the current week using UTC time zone. The profit you make at the end of the challenge day will be uploaded to a leaderboard, so you can compare your efficiency to your friends. The challenge moons have randomly generated names, increased amount of scraps, random starting credits, and other randomly tweaked properties. The point of this is less for competition and more to give us all a shared experience. It will also give even the most seasoned employees a challenge. I have no idea what moons will be created for the months to come, but some of them will be surely crazier than others. So I imagine we're expecting a map where it's just a ghost girl that hunts everyone down, and then we all suck on that map. Unless anyone knows a counter to the ghost girl, let me know. He also states that this will not work with the current mods, so I'd advise when doing challenge moons to not play with mods. Position of random lightning strikes, the destination of the inverse teleporter, contents of gift boxes, and the precise positions of scrap items are now deterministic and based off the random seed. He goes on to state that there's now a search functionality in public lobbies list. Rather than just seeing really random lobbies with really random names, you can now filter the server list by searching by tags. Zeeker has now also added a new type of hallway to the factory map type. Zeekers continues, "For now I'll continue to add more rooms and variety to the current indoor map types, rather than adding new map types." I actually quite like this because it will make the current maps that we know less familiar, rather than just giving us an entirely new map, which should hopefully keep more of the game fresher than just hoping to land on this new map, not deal with the ones we currently know. So those are the main things with the challenge moons and generally the map layout, but he's also now made changes to existing enemies. The Thumper's movement has been reworked so its animations and acceleration should be more consistent. The Thumper speeds up slightly faster after being hit, but its turn speed drops off more reliably when it reaches high speed. So this will be very good when running away from the Thumper, and turning corners will probably have a higher chance of success. I always found that I'd get myself caught in a corner and he could just do what he wants. The Bunker Spider now becomes slightly faster when it's almost dead. Yeah, this will make it harder to counter. The Bunker Spider's webs have a slightly larger collision radius. You can't sneak around them anymore, it looks like. The Forest Giant is more likely to leave the ship alone after chasing a player near it. Thank goodness. Honestly, the amount of times that we had someone run back to the ship and then the Forest Giant would just camp the ship made it next to impossible to survive or at least meet that quota. Slightly increase the audible range of the Callhead's footsteps. Hopefully that will mean I have less experiences like this one. Shut up. Oh my god, just shut up. Ah! He's also made Nutcrackers able to move slightly while aiming. They only do this if they fired at the same person several times. And finally, he's made it that the Jester takes longer to begin cranking, so that means that'll mean more time for me to run away and avoid seeing the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. We also now have new lore, so he's added a new journal entry. Now this change I think is going to kill the most people. You can now take a small amount of damage when falling from a slightly lesser height. The height damage increases are intended to make verticality feel more important. For example, I felt Titan's return trips were too simple for its level of reward. No more jumping off the stairs, guys, it's gonna hurt. And finally, he's just made some general fixes, such as improving how landmines work, aka rather than exploding on touch, they now explode when people step off, and also making shovel collisions more consistent. This is possibly the most important part of the update. Decrease the chance of gift boxes to spawn and remove Christmas decor from the ship, which means the old item ship music is back. Baby, give me more of that music. So that's everything that's changed in version 47. What I find really interesting is that he kind of hints towards his next update, version 50. He states that he hopes to add a lot of new creatures and map variation. He also may have just leaked a monster from version 50. If you share the Steam patch notes with a friend, back when the update was actually released, you will notice that there's a familiar character sitting across the way. It appears to be a version of Steamboat Willie, who was Micky Mouse's first actual character. The copyright for this has recently been released from Disney and is now in public domain, so perhaps he's added it as a monster, and I can imagine this being absolutely terrifying. It's worth noting that the notes now don't have this image on there. I only saw this because the notes were shared with me as soon as they were released. So what kind of monsters do you think we're gonna get? Let me know down in the comments, and also let me know if you think we're gonna get a new moon, and if we even need one. Personally, I think an extra one would be pretty nice. So if this was helpful for you guys, please leave a like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Enjoy version 47.